He has been awarded the Outstanding Professor of the Year award at the University of Denver, and his department there ranked in the top 10 in departments that produce students with high ethical standards. We are soon to see why Corey Ciocchetti is one of Denver's most popular and highest rated professors.
You know, Corey was incredible. I was so motivated because I can tell he actually lives the life that he talks about.
It really emphasized that ethical behavior and happiness and success go hand in hand.
Integrity of life that, you know, would make my family proud, make my parents proud.
He's one of the most authentic speakers that I've heard in a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Ciocchetti.
Let me say this to you. The world's lying to you. You realize that, right? The world says accumulate money and you will be happy. And then the world says, if you could just be pretty, if you could just be handsome, if you could just be skinny. And those sentences literally kill my students. It says you can never get enough of what you don't need to truly make you happy. Do you want to know why? Always be someone richer than you. Have you noticed that? And you'll just chase. Always be someone better looking than you. Always be someone smarter than you. And you can never get enough of that to make you happy. Now, I'm not saying any of that stuff is bad. Money's only bad when it defines you. So what's real? People want three things. Number one, everyone I've ever met craves peace and contentment in their hearts. The second thing that everybody wants is a small group of really good friends. And the third thing everybody wants, and this is probably the most important one, is to be good. Do you have core values where you work? Okay, what about a mission statement? Congratulations, so did Enron. Go home and Google core values of any company that's ever cheated. And you will find beautiful statements. But you know what those are? Just words on a piece of paper. Because that's what it was to Enron. I have these core values. They make me take them in my wallet. But I want my stock options to vest. I want to retire. I want to move up. It always gets outweighed. And the only way you can make it a fair fight is if in your heart you actually believe that your character and your integrity matters. And if you do that, I'm not telling you that it wins. I'm telling you that the fight is now fair. Everyone in this room was born with a conscience. Y'all remember when this still worked? Remember when your conscience told you right from wrong? When was the last time you lied? Did it even faze you? I have a 5-year-old at home. Her name is Sophie. She's blonde. She's beautiful. She's a gift from God. I love this kid. But my daughter Sophie lies. And she's the worst liar in the world. When Sophie lies, her body moves. And you know why? It's a visceral reaction in her gut to that lie. If that's true, that your goal is to be happy, I believe that's impossible for a person to do if they are unethical even some of the time. And I'm going to paraphrase Kant. If you don't like the way something's going in your world, you have a moral obligation to help make it better. You have to get your priorities straight. So here's your homework. You're going to go home. You're going to take a piece of paper. I want you to draw a line straight down the middle. On the left-hand side of that paper at the very top, you draw a heart. Right-hand side of that paper at the very top, you draw a picture of you. Underneath that heart, you have 10 blanks. In those 10 blanks, underneath that heart, I want you to list your priorities as your heart desires them. Or underneath that picture of you, you list your priorities 1 through 10 as you currently live your life. So here's the key to the whole thing. You take your pen and you connect similar words with a line. Then hang it on your fridge, step back and look at it. And here's what you're looking for desperately. Horizontally parallel lines. And if I saw this on your sheet, I could bet you're a pretty happy person. If I saw your homework and it looked like this, it would tell me everything I need to know about your life. There's no way you can be happy if this is your chart. No one in their heart wants their job in the top 3. They don't. You know what those spots are reserved for? People. People want people there. If you're religious, that's what people want, and then they want their workforce. People who are really good at their jobs and who make an impact in this world want their job high. They just don't want it higher than that. So I get questions all the time like, hey man, I know you're right, but if I do what you say, my stock options won't vest. I had a guy say that to me. Or I'll get fired or I won't get promoted. And bottom line is if you take this philosophy in your life, it will cost you. I'm a religious guy. I love my wife. I love my kids. You tell me where my job goes. I mean, if we're just being honest, where does my job go? It has to go forth. I have no other spot for it above. It would be impossible for me to quantify for you the amount of ways this philosophy has cost me in my life. It has cost me promotions. It's cost me raises. It's cost me awards. Sometimes I get nominated for an award. I'm the only one nominated. I go to the ceremony, no award given. There's a lot of things I won't get to do, but I'm the happiest married man at the whole school. You know what else? I'm the best dad at that whole school. I'd bet my life on it. So what are you going to do about it, right? And if you do what we talked about today, you will shine like a person should, which is from the inside out. And if you shine from the inside out like you're supposed to, people will walk up to you and give you the biggest compliment you can give another person, and that's this. You seem deeply happy because I think your priorities are in line. And you seem to wake up happy, and you seem to love your family, man. You seem to care about the people that work for you. So why? Thank you.